Welcome back, everybody, to another exciting, exhilarating episode of the Smoking Room Podcast. This week we have a very, very special guest joining us on the Most Scuffed Podcast on Twitch, and that is the one, the only Guy Someone Legit. Everybody put your hands together, claps in the chat for Guy Someone Legit. Welcome, Guy. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right. I'm running around. I'm a little late. I just got this suit back from the dry cleaners, and I'm pretty sure the cocksuckers fucked it up. They ruined my favorite tie, but hey, we're here anyways. Why don't you give the audience a little self-introduction? Tell us what you're all about.
Self-introduction. Okay, I'm Guy, Someone Legit. I do AMA improv stand-up on Twitch. Using a wheel, we do different bits like when is it appropriate, i.e. when is it appropriate to poop in someone's house? Or like we do 6 degrees where you give me 2 different things. I gotta go from point A to point B and figure out how I'm gonna do that. Like the other day we did stepping on a mousetrap and I had to find my way to a pot of gold. So yeah, anything is possible in my chat.
Awesome. I like it. And yeah, so you're the crowd and chat might notice, I labeled this one, I try to come up with creative titles, but for this one, I went with just chatting with Guy Someone Legit because, from my understanding, you are mainly and only just chatting streamer, correct? Like you're not a gamer per se.
Any games? I don't do any games. The only games I do are made up.
Yeah, which I admire. I think honestly, it's great. For too long, there's been a bit of a gatekeeping of like, oh, Twitch is just for gamers and this and that. And finally, we're getting to a spot where the content is expanding, and I myself like that. So that's why I applaud, especially people like you that are trying to push that limit and that boundary and take us in, all directions, right? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm a gamer. We do a lot of gaming on my stream. I love gaming, but I also love to see the other innovations people can come up with.
Right? Yeah, and I don't think different of anyone who games on this platform because I'm a gamer too. I love that. I love it, but in my eyes, I feel like there's already so much of that out there, and this platform can do so many different things. So why not push the limit? Why not do something a little different?
Oh, that's awesome. See, I didn't know. So you are a gamer behind the scenes, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 100%. Awesome. So then I see now I actually even admire that more because it's hard to, especially that's what I find because of working and stuff. I do a lot of gaming streams, and sometimes my chat knows because it's literally with Valhalla. I know for some of the people in my chat, it might not be Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It might not be the most entertaining game from to watch, but it's dude, I love this game and I'm pumped for it. And it's either I'm playing it here on stream or I got to take the night off to play it, right? So I'd rather just come on and at least share it with the few people that do want to see it, right? So for you to have to come on and push something different like that and come up with more innovative ideas every night, that's really awesome.
Yeah, man, don't get me wrong, I love my fighting games. I love old PS1 games and PS2 games, but no one's gonna want to watch me play Tumba 2 or speedrun that. At least I don't think they want to watch that.
Hey, you never know.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe in the future. But it's just I did try one gaming stream one time, but I felt you know what? This is gonna take away the joy of actually gaming. So let's just keep these two worlds apart.
That is fair. I can kind of somewhat relate to that in some aspects for sure, because I know before I was streaming, when I was trying to do stuff on YouTube, sometimes I'd be playing and I wouldn't be recording, and I'd just do something so awesome. Oh fuck, I wasn't recording, or I'd put the pressure on to be recording and then not pull off that sick thing, right? So it's a tough one there. But yeah, man, that's awesome. I appreciate what you do. I think it's really, really cool. Also, sorry, just a heads up to chatters, if anybody's new here. I'm sorry if I don't get to every chat. During the podcast, I do kind of not ignore you guys. I'm reading everything, but I won't answer everything. But at the end, I'll give a big answer to everything and a big thank you to everyone. And thank you in advance for tuning in and joining us on this adventure. I just don't like to interrupt the interview more than I am right now. But But yeah, no. So yeah, that's really interesting. That's what. So when I first saw you, that's what I was like. Okay, I like this. This is the kind of shit that when it's 2 a.m. and I want to go on just chatting and find something, weird in a good way, right? Like like you see it and you're like, okay, what's going on here? I got to see more. That's what. As soon as I saw your stream, that's what I thought. I was like, okay, I gotta dive in more here. I gotta see this. And where I found you, of course, was on the Andy Milanakis Adopt an Affiliate show. So I don't know if you wanted to tell us about your experience on that. How was that, and how was meeting the great Andy Milanakis?
Yeah, sure thing. So, like, fun fact.
And you were on there twice, actually.
Yeah, I was on there twice. So, fun fact: if anyone doesn't know what the Adopt an Affiliate show is, it's basically you apply on Andy Milanakis' Discord. You'll find the tab there. As long as you're an affiliate, you can get in. I applied at like 55 followers. Like I'm not sure, but I'm like 90% sure I had the least amount of followers going into it. So anyone out there who's thinking about joining it, or they know what it is, just apply. It doesn't matter if you think you're not gonna get in, just apply.
Mm-hmm.
It's so worth it. But it was crazy. It was such a fun time because that was actually the first time I collab with anyone, let alone been on a group stream of other people.
Yeah.
So there was so many different things happening in my brain. If anyone actually saw that, you could see how much of a spaz I was and how much shit I was destroying. And like just seeing people's faces, it was ridiculous. It was definitely. I remember waking up the next day, just looking around my room, just like
I remember being there for the bit when you showed the chat how to make a peanut butter sandwich the proper way, and I thought, I gotta have this motherfucker on my show. As soon as I saw that, and then to people in the chat too, if you're wondering, you're like, this guy just keeps interviewing the Adopt Affiliate people, because you know what? It's a great, if you're a podcast host like me, it's a great place to find guests, because my Twitch is broken lately. I can't sort in just chatting. I can't sort like. Usually in most categories, you can sort lowest viewers to highest, like reverse it, and it won't let me do that in just chatting. It only does highest to lowest or recommended.
I think that's new because that actually happened to me. I realized I was sometimes when I get bored, I go to the Among Us channel and I try to find the least amount of viewers. So it's got no one playing. I jump in their game with permission.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't been able to find the lower to higher function. So maybe they changed it.
Yeah, it's weird. And like for me, trying to find guests, sometimes I can literally spend 2-3 hours in just chatting and find nothing but dog shit. Or I can watch an episode of Adopt Affiliate, be very entertained, and say, okay, here's 4 or 5 people that I think I could mash up with well, and let's invite them onto the show.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I could definitely see. So, like, I've done quite a few now of these, or I'm trying to do more of these small one-on-one collaborations, but the big 10-man shows, because I'm a big fan, too, of Austin Show and The Royale and Scuff Podcast and all these 8 to 10-man shows, definitely I could see, like, your first time being very, very intimidating. And, you got to try to stand out among, like, there's 10 other people there, right? So you got to try to stand out. So it's a lot of pressure, and I applaud you for, hey, man, doing it not only once but twice. That's awesome. So
Yeah, appreciate it. And like here's the thing. The second time I was way more acclimated and I felt way more comfortable.
yeah,
Because I was like, all right, they were bringing me back for a second time because I was on episode 6 and 8 and I got second place on episode 6. And so Andy at the end of it's like, hey, we weren't gonna say it, but the season finale we're gonna bring all the runner-ups. And also at that point, I've already been talking to some of those people, like RCTV.
Yep.
So it's more just like a hangout anyway. So I was so like, it was such a different atmosphere, honestly.
Yeah, I tuned in for a bit of that one, and I felt that. It felt more like, everybody was just kind of chilling. You guys all had a pretty good rapport going. And yeah, it was really, it was good to watch. It was cool. It was wholesome. Cozy.
Yeah, no, all the AAA people are super cool. Everyone's super cool. Even the people that weren't even on my episodes. I lurk here and there. I've been trying to keep in contact with them here and there. They're great. They're honestly great. Like for example, Wing02. He's on episode 7, and I'm gonna be working with them in like a few hours actually on my stream.
Yeah.
And also like Christy Got Jokes. I think she was either on the 2nd or 3rd episode. I want to say 3rd. I'm sorry if I get that wrong. But I'm gonna be working with her Monday. So it's like everyone in this family is like super cool and like they're super nice. I'm just so lucky. I'm just so lucky this all panned out for me. Honestly, I feel very happy and blessed.
Yeah, no, I do think that's a really, really cool part of this show is that you guys building that bond. And yeah, everybody that I've seen on there is really, really funny too. Like me, like selecting like specific people and stuff doesn't have to do with like me necessarily like thinking people on the show weren't funny, because I think everybody that was on there was good and unique in their own way. I just try to find, since I'm kind of newer at the podcast thing and still nervous with the collabs myself, I try to mesh with the people that I know. Okay, me and this guy I think can get something going a little easier than maybe some of the other people, right? Just
Yeah,
to
no, I
find the
feel
things that
that.
meld, right? But
Exactly.
yeah, no, that's really cool. Happy for you there, man. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your skin there? I think there's probably some people in the audience wondering. They're looking, and I saw somebody comment before who invited the chameleon. And why don't you give us the backstory on your skin here?
Gotcha. So essentially, around New Year's, I fell into a pocket dimension wormhole to the world of Neonia. It's a
Oh,
world run by lights and sound. Basically, if you're a bass head, you'd love it. And I was stumbling around that world for a bit. I had no idea what I was doing. I was like, what is this place? This is all shiny and shit. And then I came across the chameleon, which is sort of the guiding spirit of that world. And he infected me, and I had superpowers on Neonia. I could shoot out lights out of my hands, but now that I came back, I just look shiny. For all of this.
well, damn,
But
yeah. That's kind of what my thought was. Is this guy from the Marvel universe or what? So Neonia, that's quite. Now, don't take offense when I ask this, but when you say you fell into this pocket dimension on New Year's, was there LSD involved in this falling into this pocket?
no, just alcohol, just a lot of
Oh,
alcohol.
okay, okay.
It's see the LSD side. That's more so Alice in Wonderland.
Ah,
For
yeah, sure,
me,
sure.
I just was super drunk. I just fell into it, and no regrets, man, no regrets. I might get some weird looks here and there, but you know what? Whack 'em.
I'm gonna have to get you to DM me what you're drinking there, because I think I need to get myself some shiny skin like this. No, it's awesome, and see the whole thing that I love too about like the streaming and content creation for me. I wanted to do it years before, but I always have struggled with self confidence and stuff like that. So I applaud people that can really show their true skin, like you are, guy. Coming out there with the it take some people, they watch us and they think, like, even me right now, we don't have a lot of viewers. They think, oh, it's easy, but it's not, man. It takes a lot of like confidence, and you got to put yourself out there. So applaud for that. And I saw you doing the IRL streams. Was it this past week you were out?
Yeah,
How was that?
Last Monday, I was on Archie TV's IRL stream with him and Hondo's Element, and that was such a fun time. That was such a fun time. I remember it was a trek to get there, but that trek was totally worth it. And once we got there, it was just super fun. I remember I just brought my slinky. He's like, "Do you want to go find some stairs to play with the slinky on?" I'm like, "Yes, yes, that's exactly what I want to do. That is the only thing I want to do right now."
So
And that was fun.
was that your first IRL stream ever? Or?
Yeah, it was. And unfortunately, because of the New York smog, a lot of my colors weren't seen. So the only color you could see was green, um, which was weird, but it's fine. I'm over it. I'm over it.
Yeah, yeah. You could be Green Man. I don't know if you're a Sunny and Philly fan, but there you go,
Oh
Green
yeah,
Man. um,
I don't like blizzards.
I myself have yet to do an IRL stream. I'm in Canada. Our internet isn't so great. I don't have that fancy backpack yet, but it is something. Once, of course, the pandemic dies down, I do want to explore. How was that experience for you? And do you think you'd like to do more of that in the future? And yeah.
I think it was a wonderful experience, honestly. I feel, and it inspired me to look more into the IRL world because, like, in IRL, like, you just walk around and like people see you have a camera and they're like, okay, we're gonna do some goofy in front of you. And it's just like you don't have to write the content. The content just writes itself.
Yeah.
Like, and even if you wanted like write your little bits, you just look around what's around you and it's like, all right, I have a box and a bunch of dice. Let's go propose to people in Times Square.
Yeah.
And anything is possible, and you can just find anything. So I'm looking more into doing that. I've got some ideas. Me and my team have been We've been really trying to figure that one out. We might all chip in to get a backpack together because some of my other friends are trying to do this soul streaming thing as well. So it'll be cheaper if we all get the backpack together.
Yeah, that's actually really smart. I never thought of doing it like that, split, and then because it's not like unless you all wanted to do a stream together. But even then, there's probably a way you could maybe piggyback a phone or something. I don't know all the logistics of it, but yeah, I do know from some of the podcasts I've watched with Andy and Jake and Bake Live, another famous IRL streamer, that the price is definitely out of my price range at the moment. But
Oh yeah.
but if you want to do it right, but now they do say. Once the 5G is up everywhere, that IRL streaming with a cell phone is going to be much better than what it is, like 10 times better than the current stage. So that's kind of exciting. We'll, like I said, I'm up here in the north, so we'll be getting that a bit later than everybody else. But hey, fingers crossed eventually.
Yeah. I'm also lucky to be right next to New York, and there's like that is um by what was it? Just a bunch of different people are saying the top place like up here to stream Japan, and then second place which is down here is New York. But hey, still second place.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Well, there's
still a good place to go.
so much there, right? Like it's such a, you know, you couldn't even do the whole thing in a day. I was about to say a day, let alone probably a week, right? Like, you know,
Yeah.
there's a lot to see, especially for people that haven't seen that before. And if you're somebody that's lived there for like a long time, I'm sure you can show, you know, some parts of it that even people that have seen it haven't seen before. So that's really neat.
I'm New York stupid, but I know enough people who can just point me in the right direction. You know, there
Yeah.
are a bunch of friends who live there. I know some stuff like around the city, but it would be fun to just walk around. People just see this shiny guy, and they're just like, what are you all about? What's your thing? So,
Yeah.
like, I was like, if I were to IRL like that, it would be so much easier for content because people would just want to like, why is this multicolored man walking around with a camera? Let's figure out what he's doing.
No, I agree. I think that you've got the one up there if you IRL stream like that because you've got your skin is the conversation starter. You don't even have to say anything. You just gotta
Yeah,
be there. That's
exactly.
pretty awesome, especially the way technology and stuff's going. You might even be able to find some enhancements for your shiny skin, so to speak. Um,
Exactly.
uh, so, Guy, I'd like to dive a little bit more into, you know, what is the inspiration behind, you know, the man who fell into the would you say it was an interdimensional
Pocket
portal?
dimension wormhole. Yeah.
Okay, so
It's one of the two. You know, I'm not a science man, so I just say pocket dimension wormhole.
fair enough, fair enough. I feel you there. Um, yeah, I wanted to dive into a little bit more. What is your well, first of all, I'd like to know how when did you start streaming, and secondly, what you know was your inspiration? Kind of, it's kind of a three part. You can go in whatever order you want. Your inspiration to you know start streaming / content creation, and what was it that made you come to Twitch rather than do like YouTube and other things like that?
Okay, so I started July 7th of this year. So
Pog.
4 months in a week. So it's been pretty fun. Pretty
Mm-hmm.
fun time. And so the inspiration and why Twitch was the other two.
Yeah, like what made you want to start doing it in general, and then like let's say like also I know you kind of already said in the beginning, but maybe a little bit more in depth. Like, so what inspired you to start and to do it the way that you're doing it?
Gotcha. So essentially, I started because I've looked at this platform for a while. I've always thought it was interesting. Um, I saw the more gaming side of it, and then once I uh, followed the Austin show and it, like springboard off a bunch of those people like West, by the way,
Yeah.
um, like other people who just do just chatting or their own little game shows and stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
think Clint 1717 also does some stuff like that. Although I haven't seen him around in a while. I was like, oh, okay. There was a lot of freeform improv with this, so this is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And then what made me pull the trigger was so I do catering when I don't do Twitch, and since
Pog.
COVID, it's like so, I would have to say I had my first catering gig last week. since beginning of March.
Wow.
So it's like
Yeah,
I needed to do something,
I could
you know.
see catering taking a big hit for sure. I've done a little catering myself and was a cook for over 10 years. So,
Oh, nice.
pog. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I cook as well, and
Yeah.
it's just like it's not like so I can't in my eyes I can't really leave the catering business because it's a family catering business.
Ah.
It's like me and my mom, so I can't leave her high and dry. I gotta make sure she's good, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Respect.
yeah, so I planned out my Twitch schedule around my catering schedule just so like if any there should be no overlap. Um, so I mean, what made me do what I was doing particularly like this? I mean, I've always wanted to do like comedy and stuff. I've always wanted to do something like that. Um, I never thought I could, and then once COVID happened, it's like, all right, let's try this again. Let's try this again. So like, where all the bits came from, I honestly don't even know how I thought of these random bits. Like my first 2 or 3 streams, I was reading public domain books while I was drunk as hell, dude. I read like the intro to the Art of War. I read some Clockwork Orange, dude. And
Nice.
then I was like, all right, let's switch this up a little bit.
An
I
Andy
think
Kaufman of our time.
why thank you. Oh my god, why thank you. So hold on. I'm gonna look at where are my first bits I did.
I say that because Andy Kaufman, for the viewers that don't know, he legitimately did. He rented out a big theater and they promoted it as a big event. When everybody showed up, he showed up in a full suit and bow tie and read the entire book of The Great Gatsby live. People tried to boo
Yeah,
him off the stage, but he just kept reading.
you know that's great. That is totally great. I think I'm not sure. Either my first bit I thought of was either art critique or word talk. Art critique is my little cousin Jeremy, who's just a shithead, sends me art, and
I
I rate it on stream, and I make fun of him completely, and he'll never watch it. And if he does watch it, then I'm about to talk to his mother Diane, but that's a different story. And
I,
then the other one I have is word talk, where like literally just talk about a word, not like where it comes from or anything like that, but just how it looks or sounds, or it sounds cool or not. Like the stupidest thing of all time.
yeah.
Like over time, I started building so many different bits, and at first I was just doing like 3 bits a night, but then I realized people would fall off like after the third of like word talk.
Oh,
So then
okay.
that's when I did the wheel, and at the moment I believe I have 20 different segments for the wheel.
Oh,
And
wow.
I'll write stuff down or I'll make stuff for these categories. Like I have what's like where in the world is like where in the world is my virginity, which was that was a fun one. But
So
my chat also brings up stuff like where in the world are my keys. So and I usually let chat decide what the bit's gonna be, just because I think it's more fun, and that's like the whole point. Like
yeah.
I want chat to be as interactive with the show as possible. Like I want like full interaction. You know, like
Well,
like they have you are part of the show essentially. You're watching.
yeah, and it gives you a little. It's actually kind of better improv experience with somebody else picking the topic and then you having to wing off that. Um, do you want to like for newer viewers, maybe some of my chat that haven't seen the show, tell them how does the wheel work? Also, P.S. I have caught your art critique section, and for anybody if they're going, oh, but it's just this poor little nephew. No, no, no. This shit is hilarious. I was fucking dying, dude. It was very, very good bit. I liked it a lot.
Oh, man.
I
Thank
caught
you.
it
Yeah,
last
I
week or something. I came in. I said, "What's going on here?" And yeah, it was funny. I won't spoil it. It was good though. Very good.
Oh man, yeah, Jeremy's a little prick, so he deserves it.
Yeah, there you go. We've all got
So
that
how?
little nephew, Chet. You've all got that, and you just go, "Man, I'd like to slap your
Yeah,
mother."
it's like, why weren't you raised better?
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, so like with the wheel, it's the Streamlabs wheel. I'm looking to get a new or find a different program because I was watching Josh Belmar's stream last night. And he had a killer wheel. I loved his wheel. His wheel was super good, so I gotta update it. But what I do with the wheel is I do like 4 to 6 different bits on it. Maybe I could do more, but I interchange them. So
Yeah.
like for an hour, I do the first 4, maybe even an hour and a half. It just really how the vibe is and how people are enjoying the bits. And then like then I switch it, and then I'll switch it again, just like because I have them all programmed. Like I have all of them already programmed, different colors and shit like that.
Okay.
They're not alphabetized, but who cares about that?
Yeah.
We're chumps.
Yeah.
So I don't. But I put them on the wheel. I spin it, and then whatever it lands on, I put like a little tag at the top corner, and then I ask chat what's the like ask them for like a nerd out nerd rage. They use like that's one of my bits where they can use like 10 channel points to make me lose my mind over a topic. Like we've done it like Twitter before, we've done TMNT, we've done my chat itself. And there's like get mad, get glad, get sad, get confused, and get silent. So chat will decide what I nerd out nerd rage about, but and there are some things that I just know I can't go I can't do, so I'll just breeze it off and make a little joke about it. But then once I find something like, all right, there's work here, then I'll go into it. And also I have on my Discord, I have my Discord set up that if I ever miss a bit that I actually think is really good, but I'm already mentally preparing for something, they can just write it down in my Discord in like a particular tab. So like just
Oh,
because like
awesome.
your idea is like not I don't do your idea now, I can and will do your idea.
Hmm.
It's just like and because there are some ideas that are super good, it just I can't tackle them. Like
Yeah, it's hard
remember
to. You want to execute it properly, right? You want to be equipped for it.
exactly. And hold on, I'm trying to like look into my Discord because yeah. So one time for my Discord, someone put left and right Twix. Lily put left and right Twix factories. I had to terribly explain that. So and before that, I had something like seahorses to explain, or like Atlantis. I forget what it was. It's like both are amazing, both are something great, but you can't do everything. So I make sure that my chat is well taken care of.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I noticed that you and actually not just you, quite a few of the people that I've watched off the Adoptive Phil, you guys do a really good job of interacting with your chat all the time. Well, I like to do the same, like if we're gaming and stuff, just with the podcast and stuff. I try to. I think it was Jim Carrey that once said. He said, don't let the truth interfere with a good joke. So I try to, don't let the chat necessarily let the bit flow and then thank them after, right? If I can, right?
Yeah.
Um, what was I gonna say here? Yeah, no, that's awesome. I like the wheel thing too. I'm just so bad with like. I'm the worst streamer probably on the platform when it comes to knowing how to work the technical shit. Like I'm really bad with that. I'm actually looking into buying like the physical wheel. There's one on, I don't know if you've watched Call Me Carson's Terrible Game Show. He's got a really nice one. You can order it on Amazon, but it's like $100. But we might get that. But it's got the, you can like dry erase and clean it, right?
Yeah, no, I've been thinking about that, but I think because the amount of bits I have, and I have to keep on changing them out, and
Yeah.
I'm lazy as hell. I'll just
No.
just have the wheel I have right now, or just an updated version.
Yeah, no,
And also,
I think for what you're doing, it's the way you're doing it works better for mine, because I wouldn't be using it as much. It's more just for a project we're working on here for season 2. It would only be like a once a month thing, so that's why I figured the physical
oh
ones
yeah,
doesn't.
that's completely different.
Yeah. Uh,
That's completely different.
um, I'd like to like so what's the inspiration with you see a lot of streamers with the typical streamer setup, the neon lights, the cool background, the blow up dolls, stuff like that. But you come into Someone Legit stream and you're just kind of just chilling with you in the living room, which I think is cozy as hell. I like it. It's like and
Thank you.
so what was the inspiration behind that?
So the aesthetic inspiration,
Yeah, yeah.
easily Comedy Bang Bang.
Okay.
You know that show?
I, the name sounds familiar. I just can't put the faces on it.
It's Scott Ackerman and Reggie Watts, and then eventually at one point it was Kid Cudi that replaced Reggie Watts, and then Weird Al replaced Kid Cudi.
Okay.
But the total aesthetic of it is just super weird. Like there's there's literally a plant in a dying plant in like a picture frame on the wall. And it's just all a bunch of weird shit. So it's a mixture of Comedy Bang Bang and Pee Wee's Playhouse easily. Just like just some weird stuff. Cause like honestly, like I got a fucking flamingo like right
Yeah,
here.
I
Yeah,
always wonder
everyone.
about the flamingo. Well,
Yeah,
and because the reason I asked that is because of, especially because of your skin. Like some other streamers and stuff would have the big green screen set up and stuff like that going. Um, and you got the cozy living room that's also it's cozy, but like you said, also a little bit weird. You're like, all right, we're chilling in the living room, but also what the fuck is that thing over there?
yeah.
You ever think about like green screen and doing shit like that, or having like the side room or whatever? Also, what are
A
those
little
eyes?
bit. But what's up?
What the fuck are those eyes? They're staring into my soul. Are those eyes?
Yep.
Is that the eye of Sauron?
No, it's the Eye of Baron.
Oh,
Yeah, because
okay.
Baron, he's got two of them. Sauron's got one of them.
Oh, okay.
That,
Okay, perfect.
that
I feel a little at ease.
no, you're good, dude. But yeah, no, I got those two eyes at a dollar store, and then I just duct taped them to a piece of cardboard, and then I had this bamboo stick, and so I duct taped that to that. I love duct tape. I am a duct tape aficionado. I've made so many things out of duct tape. And yeah, and what you can gather from this, yes, I am an Eagle Scout. I have made so many things out of duct tape. So many wallets, so many envelopes, so many carrying parcels.
Let's see
Parcels.
your greatest duct tape creation. I want to see your duct tape
I
masterpiece.
don't think I have. I don't even think I have anything anymore. I have. I
Ah,
might have one wallet, but like most of the things I've made duct tape wise were just like for
practical.
camp. It was like for camp because it's like, what else are you gonna do when you're up in the woods besides burn shit?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Or Dio, sorry, yeah.
Yeah. And
Ronnie
this
James
is this is
Dio.
the duct tape wallet I made. This is probably old as shit. That's the only reason I keep it.
Oh, nice.
But most of the duct tape stuff you have to deteriorate.
Yeah.
If you can see, this flamingo, his name is Daryl, by the way.
Hi,
Say
Daryl.
hi, Daryl.
Hi, Daryl. Chat,
I,
say hi,
this
Daryl.
right here, was This is two pieces of wood from a bookcase that I just pretty much just rapidly duct taped to the flamingo. And
Yeah.
I actually, this was my. I don't know if you know what a totem is for raving and shit.
Oh, yeah.
This was my Camp Bisco 2013.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So like,
Were
I
you?
wish I had duct tape stuff, and honestly, I might do a duct tape stream. That would be really
You
funny.
should, dude. That would be fucking awesome. Or like duct tape sculpting with Guy.
Yeah, I actually am liking this idea more and more. Ooh,
Yeah,
baby,
man.
I'm like, ooh, baby, I'm like, dude.
That could be like an event thing. Do it like once a month or some shit.
This thing also I made the other day.
Were
which
you?
is basically-
Are you a big raver guy? Big party raver?
Oh yeah, I used to be a lot more. I used to be a lot. I haven't gone to many shows in like years. Just
What?
because this like the scene changed, or
Yeah,
like,
big time.
or I got busy, or just that and the other.
What-
Actually, so the last rave I went to is probably what put like the sourness in my wanting to go to raves anymore. If anyone knows what the Hudson Music Project was, it was also known as Mudson. It was one of the worst experiences I've ever been to. So it was one of the worst things in the world. It was horribly run. It was horribly designed. It was horribly implemented. Like
You get a
like,
lot of
say, like-
those.
what?
There's a lot of those out there because the rave scene like blew up like so fast, like, and then it started changing to more like mainstream music, like because a lot of people nowadays don't know when you used to go to a rave in the old days, it wasn't this mainstream shit. It was like we're talking like hardcore bass, underground techno, that shit. People with fucking parachute pants and neons, and it was a good time. It was way better. Now you go and it's bro dudes all jacked up with their shirts off, fucking listen to whatever, right? But
And don't get me wrong. I think there's room for both. But
Oh, yeah.
like one of my favorite raves I went to, it was a DJ Isaac was playing. It's a gnarly hard style.
yeah,
Redneck was playing. And then some guy, I forget what his name was. I think his name was DJ Black Daddy was playing. There was a lot of mixture of hardstyle and dubstep. So it's like, okay, we got both worlds here. This is great.
oh yeah, and they can have multiple rooms. But I'm sorry, my point back to like when you were saying about the festival was like, so I was saying it blew up so quickly. You had a lot of these guys thinking, oh, we can make a lot of money off this. We're gonna throw our own festival, and usually their first couple of years didn't always go so well because they don't. account for, like, there's a lot of shit to account for when you throw like a 2 or 3 day festival, right? Especially
Well,
if
also,
there's
the
camping
thing is,
involved.
the thing is with Hudson was the reason that it was a thing was because Camp Bisco canceled that year because the previous year, I think someone like squirted someone in the face with like an acid, like a super soaker full of acid.
What the
Um,
fuck?
yeah, yeah, and then there's also so they didn't get like they couldn't renew the contract for the land or something like that. I'm sort of paraphrasing, but not even that much.
Oh
Um,
wow.
so essentially, this was advertised as like, hey, since you can't go to Camp Bisco, let's go to this festival. And it
Yeah.
was not run. It was run terribly. Like the gates didn't open. Like the gates were supposed to open at some point. I forget it was like 7 or something like that. So we waited there for like 2 hours, and we're trying like we have all our stuff in like our hands. There's like so many people.
Yeah.
They're getting to a point where everyone just starts smoking blunts and smoking joints, and
Mm-hmm.
cops are all right there. They're not doing anything. It's like, wow, even your policing is terrible, but okay.
Yeah.
And so they told everyone to bring wagons. They said so it could be an easy trek there, but there was literally stairs up, very steep stairs up, like pretty high, then flat, and you had to go back down. So don't know why they recommended a wagon. That's great. That's
A
great.
wagon with really good suspension. Um,
Great.
yeah,
Flying wagon.
I had friends. They went to this one, and I warned them it was a new company, and they were throwing this one. It was their first year, and it was really ambitious what they were trying to do. And I said, this isn't gonna go well. And it was like, no, we gotta go. It's gonna be so hype. And they all went the first day, and the gates were supposed to open at 11 a.m. Friday, and nobody got in till 10 p.m. Friday, and they all stood in
Oh my
line
God.
for whatever that was, 9 hours, 10 hours, and I sat at home seeing them all on Snapchat and social media complaining. I just laughed because I know the scene's a bit because I used to like be in like promoting and stuff like that back in the day years ago now, right? And then I haven't done that for a while, but I used to like a good rave myself. But yeah, man. So that's cool. Um, okay, what else do we got here? Um, so you had a bit or two you wanted to maybe do. Let's do that part. Actually, but before we do that, let's dive into other than like streaming. Actually, first of all, so before you started on Twitch, do you watch a lot of Twitch? Is there a lot of like streamers and stuff you watch and YouTube? Or are you more
So,
traditional movie and media kind of guy, or both like me?
oh, I can. Oh, this is a very good question. I like this one a lot. So, I would say, honestly, what made the shift for me from going from normal, I guess, broadcast television to like live content.
Yeah.
So there was just like a lull for me for content like 2 years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, right around there. And also that was right around the time I was actually super into Overwatch. So the only place you could watch the Overwatch League
Twitch.
was on Twitch.
Yeah.
And
My
so I remember
man.
watching that and like and getting super into it. And that's the only thing I watched, the only thing I cared about. Hey Glow, what's up, Glow? How you doing?
Thank you for that
How you
follow, Glow. Thanks for joining the show.
So so I remember watching that for a little bit, and then I was gonna just look around and just see like what it was all about, and this, that, and the other. And then I think I found the Austin show, and I believe it was Lover host. It was I think Mitch Jones was there.
Oh, okay.
I think it was
Old
it was a
school.
Mitch show.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be like 2 years ago or something like that. And I
Also,
thought it was great.
just to interject really quick, it's I'm glad that you say that because you're one of the first people I've interviewed and like talked to that also like just loves that show like me. Like I love
Yeah.
all the Austin show when he used to do the Royale, all that shit. The talent
Yeah,
show's going on tonight too. We're missing it, but I'm gonna be watching the rerun of that for sure.
exactly.
Yeah.
I think like I think the Austin show at the moment is weaker than it was, but that's because he's working with Ben and Dare Package is that I love Dare Package. I think Dare Package is awesome.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I think the
so
concept for it is really good. It just
yeah,
needs some tweaking, you know.
yeah. So like like people can only do so many things and have
Mhm.
only so many things work out in certain ways. So I mean, I don't care. Derek package, like Derek package also is I don't know, better vibe. It's a setup better in my opinion. But
I
both, I still love both these shows, and this is not me shitting on the Austin show at all. It's
no
more
no.
so like
Oh
my
yeah.
perception.
Well,
Viewer.
it's because especially when you've watched like the old school stuff, I'll say for me it definitely has changed a bit, and like everybody will know that because and like we know why, like Minecraft kids and stuff. But I do still think
Yup.
that there is certain guests that make the show like, and even some of the Minecrafters. Well, I don't think you'd want to call him a Minecrafter anymore, Schlatt, but I love Schlatt. I think Schlatt's
I
freaking
fucking
genius.
love Flash.
Schlatt is actually the reason I found the Austin show because I was watching
Really?
his YouTube, and it was when I went on a dating show, and I was like last year I was really into watching. I was watching Schlatt, Carson, and also the Misfits, and all the Misfits had a
Right.
lover host back then. So that's how I found it, and then I was like, oh man, this show's awesome. And part of the reason I fell in love with the show. Part of the reason I fell in love, I can't even fucking talk already. Anyways, yeah, exactly. Was because of Casey Tron and Just a Minx, and in my opinion, they're the ones still carrying that show. I think.
Yeah.
Fucking.
So fun fact, I remember watching Justin Minx's first episode that she was on.
Yeah, same.
I remember that like last year or something like that. And I
Mm-hmm.
remember it was the first one that I think Austin was just like, you know what, we're keeping you in. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay. And she's now like the third most followed or sub female on Twitch.
Facts.
So I doubt she's ever gonna watch this, but props if you are watching
Yep.
this, props to Justin Minx. Clip it, clip it, clip it, clip it. Props to you,
Yep.
Justin Minx.
Yep.
We love you. Clip it.
I watch.
Clip it.
I watch
Props
Minx
to
all the time, man, because that's I'm the same as you. She's one of the things that, like I said, when I first was starting this, and that's I always say to people, I don't have a lot of regrets in life, but one of my regrets is not getting into this like much sooner, right? Like years ago. And one of the things that really made me do is I watched her and I said, you know what? And sorry, Minx, if you do ever see this, I said, you know what? If this crazy Irish girl can just sit in her room and be herself and be entertaining this, you know, what the fuck do I got to lose? Let's give it a fucking shot, boys, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
she's great.
no, she's dope. She's so dope. Casey Tron as well. I think Casey Tron literally does performance art.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Yeah.
like I'll peep in her. I'll peep her channel sometimes here and there, and like I'll just see her doing some stuff and just like oh god, like she's
brilliant.
is a pro at her craft, man. She's a pro at her craft.
Yeah. She works really hard. Like when she goes on the Austin show every time, like especially lately, she goes all out. Like she brought the one dude like a whole motherfucking turkey dinner. Like it was crazy. Like who does
Dream
that?
thing was
That's
good.
why
The dream-
she's my favorite streamer. It's Casey Tron and Trainwrecks TV. But yeah.
you know, the-
And sorry,
You're
so
not-
we veered off there a little bit. Back to you there. I think we were at. It was about traditional TV and getting into streaming. You found the Austin show.
right. So yeah, no. So like what I was saying, so I was watching a little bit of Twitch, and then I was watching a decent amount of TV shows and stuff. And yes, if anyone asks, I am that one person with no taste that watches the Arrowverse still. That is me. Okay, I have given Supergirl so many chances. I want her to fly.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Oh,
The
no.
first two seasons of Arrow are actually really good. Besides like the filler, like for one, especially because they bring Manu Bennett in, and the chat's going, Manu who? Megalol? Manu Bennett is one of the best, most underrated actors there is. He was like the big, like bad, the evil orc guy from all the Hobbits. He was in, most notably, if you want to see him at his best, in my opinion, fucking Spartacus. The Spartacus series that was on Stars. He plays Crixus, and he's a god. He's a fucking amazing actor.
I'm pretty sure I know who you're talking about. Let me just look up.
He plays Deathstroke in Arrow.
Oh yeah, that dude. So that he honestly plays one of the here's what I'll say with the Arrowverse. They do have some of the best renditions of characters. Like I think Deathstroke was amazing in that show.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I will say the Lex Luthor, played by John Cryer in that show is amazing.
I haven't made it that far, so I can't comment on that. But
You just watch clips of them. Just watch clips.
But Manu Bennett as Deathstroke was amazing, and I always say it, and people are gonna cap me, but you know, no disrespect to Samuel L. Jackson, I would love to see Manu Bennett with that eye patch as fucking what's
Fury?
Nick Fury? Yes. Does he not
Oh,
look
man,
like
that
the
would be great.
perfect Nick Fury from the comics and shit?
That would be tight.
Right.
That would be so tight.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I was like, I love movies and TV, but like over time, it just like just things I was watching just was less entertaining, or it was like more spaced out because like people want to put more time and effort into these seasons, so you have
Yeah.
so much time in between. You know,
Fucking
there's so
Westworld,
much
dude.
time. Yeah, exactly. So then I started watching. What else I started watching? So watch. So my journey was Overwatch stuff, then like some speedrunners, then Austin Show, and then I think Wes, by the way, was probably one of the first just chatting streamers I watched. Maybe Casey Tron as well up there. I feel like I'm missing people right now, but this like over time you just like find a bunch of people who are like you're interesting as hell.
Yeah.
Like you're like the Sushi Dragon. Like
Oh,
that is so fun to watch. Oh my
yeah.
god.
Yeah, he's crazy. His show on Ven is one of their better ones for sure. That one and the Dare package.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
like so basically I want to say like once I started really doing the Twitch thing, I started mainly just watching Twitch because like I can I can work and have fun at the same time.
You
Like I
get
can
into
just
that
like
mindset, yeah. You like morph into the community. You're like, I'm a Twitch guy now. Like I get it. I
yeah.
do the same thing.
And like you can also just like talk with the content. You can add to the content
Mm-hmm.
opposed to like you're watching like a TV show. It's like oh this is terrible acting. And if you watch a Twitch streamer, it's just like oh you're terribly acting.
Well, and to some people that are like, some of the normie viewers, or if you're like people that like, if you see those big shows and you see all the people like spamming in chat, and you're like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna lie, I'll be the first one to admit that's just fun. When I'm watching Lover Host, you bet your ass I'm in there spamming and chirping people in the chat, and as soon as people like, if the popular thing is if like me, I vote for Casey Tron or say go Casey, like as the female in the show, everyone goes oh simp simp simp, and I just go everybody spamming simp is a virgin, and then they get fucking triggered, and I love it. I think it's fun as
Oh
hell.
man. Oh man, it's so hard to read that chat sometimes. There is so much.
Oh
So,
god,
like,
yeah.
like, don't get me wrong. I love like those shows that have like thousands of viewers. I love them. I really do. But it gets to a point where it's so hard to read.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's when I started like watching like different people and then more people. And I think after the affiliate show, I found so many people that are doing so many interesting things, like
Yeah.
Sebi Webb, like
Oh
how he
yeah.
has all the characters and stuff.
We're big fans
Uh,
of Sebi here, yeah.
yeah, no. I just started watching Artsy Fartsy. That dude is insane. Oh my god, that dude is so insane.
Yeah,
And
I
this,
gotta see him. I haven't seen him.
oh god, he look into.
You know
I was
who?
doing. I was trying to just like look up all the other adopted affiliate people just so I can make sure I was in contact. And I saw him. I was like, "Who is this guy?" And I saw his stream yesterday. I was bugging, dude. I was totally bugging.
You know
So
who
there,
I thought was really interesting on the Adopt Affiliate was his name Jay Hobo, the guy that makes
yeah,
coins. This guy Chet, he makes coins on stream. That's what he does, right? Fuck, what's the word?
I like
Like
hobo coins.
stamps them basically, right?
They're actually called hobo coins.
Really?
Yeah, I could be wrong, but it's just like essentially he takes like a dime or like a nickel or a penny and he just starts carving into it and it's really good.
Yeah, but
But
he's got all the
he's
pro like
good at that,
machines and
too.
shit. Yeah, it's like it's really cozy. It's really cool.
Yeah, no, he's awesome. And like that's my whole point. Like
Yeah,
there's content like this out here that happens every fucking day or like
every
can't
day.
watch it today, you can watch it somewhere else
Mm-hmm.
or watch something else, but there's so much new things happening that you can interact with. It's just I slowly just like pushed away normal content. Like the only like regular TV shows I watch at the moment is literally just The Office, and I just turn it on to, like for white noise when I sleep. You know.
Yeah, I
And also,
I still have watched. I have like a few like shows, like series, and I'm behind on movies, but there's certain movies I still do watch. But I definitely don't. Mostly like Twitch and YouTube are the main things always, right? Like, but I'll have an anime or a series that like I'll watch 1 or 2 episodes a night right before bed, real quick. But for the most part, during everything else, it's Twitch and YouTube up for sure.
oh yeah, no, YouTube content's also good. I haven't been neglecting talking about, it, but there is some good YouTube stuff out there.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I'm like, I'm like a troll for this, but I love It's a Gundam.
It's a Gundam.
Really?
Oh, and It's a Gundam's great. Yeah, I like It's a Gundam. If you like It's a Gundam, you should look up, if you don't already have them. Colossal is crazy.
Oh yeah. I think he works with Keemstar. I could be wrong.
Yeah, on the podcast he works with him, yeah, but he
Uh,
has his own solo channel where like he's legit, probably I would say the number one commentary channel on YouTube. The only shitty part is he only uploads like once a year, once every 2 years. But him and
uh,
Nerd City right now are working on, or it's finished. I don't know why it's not released. It's supposed to be like the masterpiece of like all their work. It's a video. It's a 3-part docu series about J Station. I don't know if you remember him
oh
or not.
yeah.
But the
A little
reason
bit.
I think that it is taking so long is I heard something like it was so good, like they showed it to like FaZe Banks and Keemstar, and then they're like trying to put them in contact with like Netflix or like Amazon to actually like release it like a legit release rather than just putting it on YouTube, because it's like that.
Awesome.
It's that how big that produced. Nerd City's amazing editor as well. Um, yeah, man, that's really cool. Yeah, like that's what I mean. I'm vibing with everything you're laying down, because I had the same kind of thing. I started off with traditional. I started into YouTube more, and YouTube's actually what led me into Twitch, and then from there, just like finding the Austin Show and Scuff Podcast and stuff like that. Finding Andy on there years later. Like, oh fuck, I used to watch this guy's show. I used to see him on fucking Jimmy Kimmel, all that, and like just seeing all these people that from other things too on Twitch is really cool. Like I used to Jens Pulver used to be one of my favorite UFC fighters. He streams on Twitch every fucking night. Like it's the Mountain from Game of Thrones chat. He streams on Twitch. It's just it's such.
Jason Mewes just started.
Yeah. I got him as well. Yeah, Jay from Jay and Silent Bob, Jason Mewes. He's on there. He's got a really cool stream, and he actually has Kevin Smith on there with him like quite a bit too. They'll do like cool little just chatting fucking things or go through comics and shit. It's just such a cool. Once you like, I've tried to show it to some other people and they don't really like get into it or don't get it as much. But once you find it and you get it, it's just, I think it's really the coolest thing, and that's why I think like the future is in all that, like YouTube and this and everything. Like it's traditional TV is it's dying with a lot of the the people that are stuck on it now. Once they're gone, it's gone basically, right? Not to sound cynical, but yeah.
Yeah, no, like, the whole entertainment industry, it's like itself right now is in a very weird position, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Just like between like Hollywood itself and then like YouTube with their whole issues, like with like you can't say certain words or you get demonetized, or the DMCA stuff that's happening now.
Yeah. Well, cancel
so
culture is insane for sure.
and cancel culture also. I remember, what was it? Beginning of May, or was it beginning of July, where there was like everyone was getting canceled?
Yeah. I actually wrote down a backup topic of cancel culture. You want to hear it? This one's going to make you really laugh.
I'm down, dude.
And sorry, chat, kind of minor spoilers. It's last week's episode, so, I'm not going to say the whole episode, but do you watch The Mandalorian, guy?
I don't know.
No, okay. So Mandalorian, the Star Wars series, I'm sure lots of people in the chat know, by Disney. Apparently, a Facebook group called The Karens. Oh, sorry, that's not what they're called. That's just what they are, because they apparently wanted to cancel the character Baby Yoda from The Mandalorian, because in the season 2, episode 2, without. I have to.
I actually
say,
think I know you're talking about.
Yeah,
like,
so there's an
like
there's an endangered alien like race that are like these frogs, and Mando has to transport this frog lady with a vat of her eggs, and they're like some of the last eggs of their species. And Baby Yoda, since he's secretly a Sith Lord, no, that's just my conspiracy theory, but he takes a liking to these eggs. They're like, it's like a jar of pickled eggs for him. He's fucking munching on them and eating them, like sneaking them throughout the episode. And so these Facebook Karens now are out picketing on Facebook like they do Probably the same ones that say you shouldn't wear a mask because, whatever. I won't get into that. But anyway, but they said he should be canceled for eating the eggs of this endangered species. They want to cancel Baby Yoda
Oh my god.
because he ate eggs of an imaginary species from a fantasy science fiction show.
Yeah, no.
That's
cancel
where
culture is ridiculous.
that's where we're at in 2020.
Yeah, trying to cancel Baby Yoda, probably one of the most profitable things that Disney's come out with in years. Let's be real.
Well, you know
Like
what he
between
is?
the
He's clickbait.
merchandising. What?
He's like a perfect YouTube clickbait.
Yeah, no, he's memeable.
Yeah.
Like toy wise, like every kid wants a Baby Yoda. It's like that was a slam dunk for them for advertising. So good on them. But the fact that they want to cancel him is so dumb. That's as dumb as trying to cancel Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's 2020 is getting a little bit crazy. It's almost as bad as all the K-pop stans when they found out Joji was actually Filthy Frank the whole time and then wanted to change their mind and cancel him. And people were like actually crying.
Yeah.
I can't believe you were him. Oh yeah, I played a satire character. And imagine, like he even says in his skits, this Filthy Frank is the person that you never want to be. Like that's not who he is. Like if you watch interviews with him, he's not that character. But people are fucking stupid. So
He's super talented, Joji. Or
George
something.
George Miller, yeah, I'm a very very big fan. He's just all the shit that he's done and does and will do. I'm still waiting for that Cold Ones podcast featuring him. I think me and the whole internet were waiting for that. Not the whole internet, but everybody that's a fan of the Australian boys and him, all that trio back in the good old days of Max Mofo and iDubbbz and Filthy Frank when they're all trioed like that. That's I think some of the best content on YouTube from back in the day. Personally, I love that shit. But yeah, that's awesome, man. Or no, it's not awesome, the cancel culture, sorry. Everything else we've been talking about is so awesome, and then we're talking about the Australians. Yeah, so other than that, like, maybe I'll just ask, well, actually, I was going to say, how you've been dealing with everything during COVID, but we kind of heard about that earlier, which, I mean, it's just been kind of shit for everybody. But, yeah, no, I think maybe let's jump over, you had a couple, a bit or kind of a game or something that you proposed you wanted to...
There's two ideas I have because they work best when you have two people.
Okay.
So let me just look at my wheels, make sure maybe it's not a third idea. Yeah, so I got two ideas of what we could do. One is called Master Debater.
Okay.
And the other one is Draw This. So basically, for draw this, chat gives us something to draw, and we have to draw it within 2 minutes. Put like a timer on the clock, and then we draw it. Or Master Debater, we put 3 minutes on the clock. The chat gives us something to debate about. Either one.
Well, either one. I'm I'm about 3 doobies deep in a nice thick glass of vodka, so it's probably going to be funny either way. I don't know. I'm down to try the drawing one. I'm really dog shit at drawing, so I think that could turn out to be really funny. Let's do it. All right, chat. So I'm going to give the chat... I'll give you guys like 2 minutes, and then, actually, you know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to give the chat 2 minutes while we run just a really quick 60-second ad break to get rid of the pre-rolls and shit for the rest of the show. And so, nobody popping into the stream as an ad and misses my Mona Lisa that I'm about to unleash upon the chat.
So that's how to use the bathroom?
Yes, exactly. So me and Guy will rock a...
We got draw a horse. So how do I say pretty? How you doing, pretty?
I forgot
Draw
to
a horse
announce it before we
doing
went pissed, so they just started deciding now. That was my bad.
Gotcha. Draw your interpretation of clomp. I don't know what clomp is. Or a horse doing the splits. What does that mean?
I guess.
Two
How does a horse do
chickens
the
on top of
splits?
each other? That sounds interesting.
Yeah, I like that one. 2 cocks on top of each other.
Gotcha.
A stack
So
of
do you have
cocks.
Do you have a timer that we can put on?
Ooh. Yeah, I forgot about that part. I don't,
So
but what I can do is set one up, or we can set one
I,
on our
I got
phones.
I got a timer. I got a
Okay,
timer.
perfect.
I have to adjust it
I
because I
love a
gotta.
guest that's prepared because, unfortunately, on this show, the host is never.
No, I'm an Eagle Scout, so like I always gotta be prepared.
Hog,
So
dude.
like what I do for future reference, if you ever want to put a timer on, there's this app called Shaz, and then it's like it can do timers for you, and then you make a text box or something. You're using Streamlabs, right?
Yeah.
You use a text box and you link it to that. What do I? It's like you use read from file, and then you can do. I do chrono down. Um, it works really well. I'm gonna just do 210 at the sec just so I can see.
I did scouts when I was young, but only for like 2 or 3 years because I like started late. It was just, but in Canada, it's just like, so it goes like Cubs and then Scouts, and then I can't remember what the next one was.
Gotcha. So we can
It
see the
was weird.
timer there, right?
Yeah.
I'll restart the timer. I'm gonna restart the timer. So we'll do 2 minutes and
Oh,
10
sorry.
seconds.
Move it up a tiny bit more.
Move it up more. Actually, so let
Just,
me just.
yeah, I was just looking at my screen because I got the.
Oh, okay. So move it up here.
Oh yeah, that works too. Yeah.
Oh, let's do it right here so they can see it better.
Okay.
With my curtain.
Yeah.
Cool.
Perfect.
I'm gonna restart the timer. I'm gonna do 2 minutes, and we're drawing a chicken, two chickens on top of each other. Is that right?
We can do that, or they're spamming like a bunch more now, so we could pick from any of
Oh,
those.
ooh. Oh, I like your chat a lot. Oh my God, they're into it.
Yeah.
Draw each other. That might be difficult because I don't think he's got enough crayons.
Yeah, I
Draw
have a pen.
smoking a joint potentially to us. The shark lifting weights.
I like a giraffe smoking a joint. That's
I
pretty.
could I could do I could do a giraffe smoking a joint because I know a thing or two about giraffes.
Oh, there you go. See, yeah, he's got the event. Draw your mom's. You draw your mom, pretty.
So let's see. An alien licking a popsicle. That's good too. Jesus, these are really good ideas. Pretty. Oh my God, I like where your mind's at. I like where your mind's at a lot. All right.
Except,
So which one do you feel most comfortable with?
I'm down with any pretty much, except for I'm not. We're not drawing our moms, pretty. That one we're
Yeah.
not gonna do.
I'll draw you.
Draw shark lifting weights. I know I probably can't do. I can do. I'm down for either draw a giraffe smoking a joint, or the stack of cocks,
I like the stacked chickens. I think the stacked chickens is pretty fun.
or the alien and the popsicle.
Alien and popsicle. Knowing me, I'm gonna draw that way too phallic.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Fair
draw
enough.
that way too phallic. So I'm leaning towards the chickens on
Okay.
top of each other.
Okay.
So I got the timer ready. Let me know when you are ready.
I am. I'm ready. Chat, just
All
so you know, I'm not ready, but I'm ready.
right. All right. 3, 2, 1, and begin.
Shit.
And I'll give you a heads up on time checks and all that.
Chat, how do you draw a chicken? What part do you
Dude,
start
I
with?
have no idea either.
I was
but
just like, at first I was like, I can do that easy, and then I'm like, wait, what part of the chicken do I start on?
yeah, I definitely drew the jankest chicken of all time over here, but that's okay. Oh my God, no, I love doing this bit, man. This bit is so fun because I love
I
where
like
chat.
I like
Love
this
where chat
too,
idea
dude.
goes.
This is actually good. Oh, dude.
I have never drawn a chicken. Apparently, Jesus Christ.
Me neither, dude.
Like,
Oh,
who draws chickens anyways?
I just drew a chicken with like an eagle's wing or something, a comb. I don't know. What is this thing?
They look more like turkeys, honestly, to me.
Oh, that's way too. Oh, chat. How do you erase pen?
You just scribble.
Fuck. Here, hang on. I'll make this part of
We
his
have
head.
45 seconds essentially.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You got 30 seconds. 20 seconds. Oh god, this is gonna be terrible. I love it.
Chat, are you ready for this? Oh man, I'm gonna get fucking
5
just
seconds.
gooned. My chat's gonna make
4,
fun of me. Chat, make sure you guys
3.
clip this and put it in the Discord. Somebody please clip this and we'll put it, or maybe I'll clip it on the stream deck. I don't trust you guys. My chat's great at suggesting fucking crazy shit for us to do, but they're fucking terrible at making good clips.
The timer is up though. The timer is up.
Oh yeah, I'm done. I got pen down.
So, would you like to go first, or should I go first?
Well, you know what? You're the guest. I'm the host. It would only be polite of me to let you go first.
All right, cool. So, we got to turn off this light over here. Come on. All right, so here is my picture. I'm gonna do Streamlabs, go my Streamlabs picture just so I can see. Here we go. Here's my picture. So we have 2 chickens standing on top of each other. One chicken on top of each other. This looks like a turkey. I assure you, that's not a turkey. And this is not a piece of shit. And those aren't pieces of shit. That is a chicken laying eggs on the other chicken. And he's very confused. So he's milling over here. He's milling. And the other one's just as confused. So he's whooping. And this guy's super confused. He's saying that's odd because, I mean, honestly, this is very, very odd. And there's a shitty barn. But yeah, there's 2 chickens on top of each other.
God damn it! I'm now I regret letting you go first because now I'm literally gonna look like I'm fucking shit, chat. All right, well, are you ready for this? I present to you 2 chickens standing on top of each other.
Wow. Oh man, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
So there's that's his body. I know it looks like a potion, but it's a chicken body, and these scribbles are wings and feathers, and that's a beak, and that's the glove thing on their head, I guess, or whatever. And this is the other chicken. His wings are more fucked up. I don't know why. They have really long legs. I know it because they're mud grown chickens. They have to have longer legs to waddle through the mud. That's my chickens.
Oh my god, that's great. That is totally great. So yeah, just put a poll in chat and then see what does.
Let's do because some of my viewers are mobile and stuff like that.
Okay.
We'll do vote 1 for your host, Dirty Wolf, and vote 2 for your light's a little bright. They can't really see it now. Yeah. Vote 1 for Dirty Wolf and 2 for Guy, someone legit. We'll give you all a minute or 2 here. 1 for your host and 2 for the guest. 1 for Dirty Wolf, 2 for Guy, someone legit. Oh, some of them actually told me that mine was okay. I'm surprised. I thought you guys would troll me harder. I definitely, I think that yours is better.
I like your chicken heads are way better than my chicken heads.
I just knew I had to put that like weird little the thing on top like around it. All right, so we got 1 for you. No, wait, 2 for you. Wait. What's Joe's? Joe's is 21.
21. So we got Booze with a 2, Eeple with a 1, Pretty with 2, Joe.
Pretty says
Joe counts.
the that's odd really got me. I'm gonna say that you won because not only did you just get the chickens in there, this man also got the farmer in the barn where I struggled just to get these fucking 2 retarded looking chickens. So everybody give a big old pog clap to a Guy, someone legit. Let me see, where's my, you know what I keep forgetting to download is give you the Smash Bros. Victory soundbite. I need to get an actual like applause button. I've been meaning to do it for like weeks. Chat. That's how like you were saying like with the wheel, like you're like, oh, I'm lazy, I don't want to change it. I'm like so bad. I'll be like, I should download this tomorrow, and even like a soundbite, it take me like 30 seconds. So I just forget sometimes because I need
I
like
feel
an
like
applause button, you know?
I feel that. For me, I think one of my next purchases, and Black Friday is like 2 or 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna buy a soundboard because I forgot to mention that I actually um you might not know this, but I make it apparent. All the music that is played on my stream is made by me. So like
Oh, that's really cool.
I production here and there. Because that's one of the reasons I used to be big into raving and shit like that, is
Yeah.
because that's what fields I wanted to go into. But now I
Hey,
have this for audio engineering, so it's pretty awesome. So um, I've been told that I should make a personal raid alert for when people come in and a bunch of other stuff. So that'll be that's something. That's why I say I'm lazy, because I have the technology, but not doing it.
dude, that's awesome. I didn't know that because, yeah, that's funny because, like, I was saying, like, I did promoting stuff, but I didn't really ever produce, like, any of my own music, but I was learning to, like, DJ. Like, I used to do, like, minimal tech house, so, like, on 4 decks, like, digitally, like, but do, like, 3 to 4 tracks, like, going at the same time and shit like that. So, yeah, man, that's really, really cool. We'll have to, yeah, man. Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna have to check out more of your stuff. Do you have anywhere like songs on like SoundCloud or Spotify or
Yeah,
anything like that for people to listen to?
you search what I need to change my name on Twitch. I'm sorry, not Twitch, SoundCloud at the moment, but I'm gonna DM you the link in Discord.
If you want, just post it in the chat right now. That's fine.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
if you
Uh,
have it open, I mean,
yeah, no, that's I got to change some stuff up
go
for it, but
follow that chat. Go follow that.
you appreciate it. You'll find you'll see my you'll see my face, like my icon. You'll see Guy Someone under it. I'm
Is it is
starting to post more often. There's a lot of old stuff there because SoundCloud can be very weird.
yeah.
Like I've gotten songs taken down because there's like for dumb issues and dumb reasons. So I don't post there often, but I did post there like last week. Just want to see if it's gonna get removed or not.
Yeah.
And actually, speaking of, did it get removed?
Huh. And
So
now
let's see.
is that available too for like other streamers and stuff? They want to use that in the background and stuff.
My music.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they just send me a DM and be like, hey, can I use your music? I'll be sure. Like the thing is, the stuff here is all right. The stuff here is like there are some bangers, but some of my best stuff is not online at the moment.
Yeah.
Just because but what I previously said. So like if anyone really does need any music, just DM me and I can make you a mix or something like that, or I could send you a bunch of songs and you just play it off your iTunes or whatever. Like for me, I've got like a playlist of 66 songs right now, so it's like 3 hours. So like once the 3 hours like ends, or 3.5 hours ends, I just literally just pick a different song and just like repeat it again, because at that point either people just don't care or it's new to them. So
Yeah.
it works out so well. So yeah, if anyone does need music, just DM me. You could DM me in Discord. You can whisper me on Twitch. You can hit up my Twitter. Actually, preferably Twitter and Discord, because I sometimes I miss whispers. I whisper the whisper.
No, whispers are really easy to miss because I've done that a few times as well. Like it's yeah, they can sit there for a while and you don't notice it because like especially if you're in dark mode, like your screen's in dark mode on Twitch, it's just like everything kind of blends in, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
yeah, that's awesome, man. How long have you been doing music for? And do you have like separate setup for that, like a little studio or anything like that? Like,
So I've been making music for
do you do
10
Ableton?
years. I want to say. I think it's been 10 years. Yeah, so I was in a movie production class, film production class, and me and one of my best
Awesome.
friends, we didn't do any music production or film production at all.
Holy fuck, Chad! He
Ooh.
just entered the fucking Matrix, dude. Holy shit! He's an
Baby,
agent.
baby.
Wow.
He's an
So,
agent. He's glitching.
Mr. Anderson.
Uh,
But so essentially, I was in this movie production class and didn't do it. I didn't do it till the last week because the whole time we were just on GarageBand, just like making music and what have you. So like, I loved it so much that I ended up downloading Fruity Loops, FL Studio. That's either way you want to call it. I was having so much, just had so much fun with it. Been doing it for years. Doing a little less nowadays for obvious reasons. You know, I don't have enough time to do it.
yeah.
But every once in a while, I'll hop in with like some new ideas, and it's actually better for me to take time away from doing that kind of making music and then coming back to it because sometimes if I'm like making music constantly, I'll just make the same song over and over again by accident. Like I'll make this is on fire. I'll go to this other song. Wait a minute, I
Yeah.
already did this. Whoops.
Well,
But
I went.
it's
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
you're
Yeah, no, I mean it's like a inspiration kind of thing. Like I've had that where like so years ago, not even like years ago, but less recently, I was like working on like writing like a fiction novel, and like one time I had to take a break for like a whole year because I got like so obsessed with this other like thing that I was reading, and I was so into the universe of the thing that I was reading that I couldn't write my own story because I knew that I would be probably starting to write that story, right? Just because my mind was so in it. So I could see
yeah,
that kind of with music, right? If you like, you just made that song, you like it so much, it's so on your head already, right? And then when you're trying to make another song, part of that, what's in your mind, is going into that what you're creating, right?
exactly. And also Joe, yes, FL
Yeah,
Studio is super fun, man. How you doing, Joe? How you doing, my friend?
yeah.
But
Yeah, Joe's a very creative guy. Also, he does some digital art and banners and stuff like that. So and now it looks like he does music too. So there you go. That's
okay. Oh,
awesome.
let me pop him a follow. Follow this dude.
He's a great RP role play fucking expert.
Nice. I will pop. I'm popping Joe a follow right now. There you go.
Pretty,
Love,
you shut
I
your
love to see
face.
what you're doing. Love
Um,
to see what you're doing. Joe isn't creative, says pretty.
don't listen to Pretty. She just has creative farts. They come out in like weird sounds. You've never heard anything like it.
Nice.
But yeah, man. Honestly, that's we're nearing the end there, so that's been great so far, man. All that shit's really awesome. I'd like to maybe down the line here have you back, and that drawing thing's awesome. Maybe we'll have to talk. We'll do some more stuff like that here coming up because that was really fun. And honestly, it's been a pleasure. And I don't know if there's any. Do you have any last things that you would like to talk about, or ask me, or ask the chat, or anything like that before we wrap up? And chat, do you guys have any last questions for Guy before we say goodbye?
Yeah, no. I'm gonna give the floor. I'm gonna give the floor to where's guy? Someone's links. Joe's asking.
Okay, right here. I got them all. I was just waiting until the end of the show here, but we'll
Gotcha.
we'll do a spam here now, and we'll do one when we end as well. There you go, everybody in the chat. There's all of Guy's links, and do you not have a YouTube, Guy?
Oh, so that'll be one thing I will talk about before
Yeah.
we wrap up. So I'll say that, and then while I'm saying that, chat, just any question you want to ask me, more than welcome to answer it. So I don't do YouTube at the moment, more so because I don't think it's worth dividing my time to that right now. Just
Mhm.
because I rather focus on these three platforms and then move on to Reddit and then move on to YouTube. Because how YouTube is run and how YouTube is at the moment, there's so many ways to get banned, and the content that I do is very Adult Swim. It's very, very Adult Swim, or like that.
Yeah.
So there are so many different ways that I could get like screwed over, or just like waste my time on. Thank you, Joe, for the follow. I could waste my time on like making something I really like and then just getting no credit for it. So I think if I get to, I think if I get to 1,000 or 2,000 followers on Twitch, then I'll probably do a YouTube. That'll be a good incentive because I think at the moment, if you want to make it on YouTube or do YouTube at all, and YouTube is a very profitable thing to do. It's just I think you need another backbone or merchandising to go with it, just in case if like you get demonetized or any of that kind of stuff. You know?
Yeah,
Because
I would say like even just doing a VOD channel for now is like because what happens is like like I don't know like the band stuff is not like now what will happen like especially in the beginning like because I've had it with quite a few of my videos they don't go into search because I upload my shit onto there and I'm terrible like with my language and shit but I'll have shit that it won't be like go into search as much because of that. Like there's certain ways though that you can trick the algorithm and get through it. But I would say having a VOD channel doesn't hurt because realistically, in my opinion, all I'm saying is that you can actually pull more it's harder like for me guys like me and you if we don't have like a good editor in the beginning to get like a lot of traction there but inevitably you can pull more viewers from YouTube to Twitch. That's how like Ludwig for example and Miskiff, two of the like biggest
oh yeah,
streamers right
sure.
now, a lot of their following came from YouTube.
Yeah, no, I feel that. Yeah, so like YouTube is down the line for me. It
Yeah,
definitely
yeah, yeah.
is something there, but I want to make sure the other platform like I don't want to stretch myself out too thin. And my Instagram's my
That's
Instagram
fair.
is doing pretty well right now. And like I'm starting to post like my skins there and like free skins and stuff like that. So and like so it's like I'm already making the skins anyway, so I can do two birds, one stone
Yeah,
um, for the
that's
Instagram,
awesome.
and then the Twitter. And then in Twitter, you obviously have to get up. Like that's
Twitter's
no.
hard.
Not
Yeah.
working on your Twitter, then you're missing out. And Twitter's probably the hardest one out of these three
Oh
over
yeah.
here.
Yeah,
Easily.
Instagram I don't do enough, but it's just like it annoys me that I can't upload shit to Instagram from my fucking PC. Like I need to find like some like
You
hack.
you, you have a PC?
I'm on PC right now, yeah. Like I can do stuff from my phone, but like all my clips and shit are on the PC all the time, right?
So okay, go to your Instagram on your computer right now.
Okay.
Tell me when you're there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna go to your profile page, and
Yeah.
you're gonna right click and do inspect.
On where do I right click that? Just anywhere?
Like anywhere on your profile page,
Inspect.
go
Okay, yeah.
right click and inspect. Then you'll see this whole big white box thing that just
Like code and shit, right?
yeah. So at the top left of that box, like right above styles, there'll be two boxes, and there'll be one that says toggle device toolbar. See that?
Uh
It's to the left of elements.
elements. Okay, I see. Oh, okay, wait. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
click it.
Yeah.
Here, hold on a second. Give me 1 second. Double click it and then refresh the page.
So wait, double click it?
Like click it once to turn it off and click it again to turn it back on.
Okay.
And then refresh the page.
Okay.
You should notice on your page now that there's going to be like the plus at the bottom of your Instagram. See that?
I don't think it worked. Let me try it again. So click it once and then click it again and then refresh.
Yeah. Should work. Maybe click it. If it didn't work that time, just click it once. Maybe because it could have been set different to my computer because I just did it earlier.
Okay. How do I do that again? Okay, inspect. Sorry, chat. I'm getting taught something here. This is important.
Yeah. I think
So
Chat will appreciate this.
just click
Like,
it once and then leave it like this and refresh it.
click it and then just like then hit the refresh button. It should.
Oh yeah. No, it's like it
It,
looks like a cell phone.
there you go. And then you could if you wanted a better picture, you could close out the box.
Oh, that's fucking pog, dude. Holy shit. Dude,
Yeah.
you just changed my life. Holy Jesus, thank you. Everybody in chat, clap for this man right fucking now or I'm gonna ban you.
Pretty smells.
Yeah, no, it's a trick. It's a trick I learned. It's a trick I learned a little while ago. It works pretty fucking well.
Oh man. Yeah,
Definitely.
dude, that's gonna change my fucking Instagram game so hard. Holy shit. That's why I'm slacking on Instagram right now because I'm like I hate like doing shit from my phone and like honestly like this is the thing like some of the people like don't understand too like when you're like trying to do everything like right like when you go live like it's kind of like a fucking process like that's what I'm saying like we load our thing up then you gotta fucking post in your Discord the fucking Twitter Instagram all this shit and like let everybody know and shit like that right like it's tedious there's a lot to do.
Yeah, no, it literally like you need like to devote like 10 minutes to like before your stream, just like put all like have everything ready. You know,
Yeah, oh yeah. Sometimes
it's
even more,
wild.
right? Depending what you're doing.
But I will say, uploading stories. I don't know if you can do upload stories from the. Might be able to. Not too sure if you can upload stories, but uploading stories are easy from your phone, anyways, because you can just like you can just like post a picture and then just like you can share it like super easy. But I've noticed Instagram doing the story stuff, like I said before, is probably easily the best way I've gotten noticed for people.
Yeah,
People don't people
it,
don't care about Facebook anymore. They just don't.
Instagram's really good. The Facebook is you're not wrong, like it's not great, but I have been working on my Facebook page and uploading videos there because it is getting like if you do the page thing like you make a page and like put it in the gaming section or whatever well you I guess you're not gaming so it's a bit hard I think there is a comedy section though right like I don't know it doesn't like hurt like if you can because like I know on some things like when you upload it it'll like it's in like the options there right so you could literally do like Instagram like upload it to your Instagram Twitter and Facebook all at the same time so that's why
Yeah,
I just figured why not right because
exactly.
even if only 10 people come from there that's 10 people you might have not had before right
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right there. You're definitely right on that point. That also goes to my earlier point about just like
there
not spreading myself out too much until I got like things bigger.
yeah no that's completely fair and I would say too about like you said making a move into Reddit honestly like my chat knows I'll be the first to admit like I hate on Reddit a bit sometimes but it's also just
Oh
because
yeah.
like I always run into the worst parts of it but I have noticed like if you can like people don't know but there's like a hidden like live streaming like community on Reddit that like
Oh yeah.
dude
One of
smaller
my mods
dudes like
about
me
that.
and you go on there and stream and like they're pulling like 1,000 2,000 viewers like it's really apparently it's like way easier like it's I don't know it's crazy dude I don't know what's going on there like the first or second episode I can't remember of the Austin talent show like this season that's going on right now like half the people that were on there were from fucking Reddit dude it's fucking crazy and especially for like comedy stuff I don't know if you've watched Gus Johnson at all but like on YouTube, people like him and stuff. That's Reddit boosted their like in their beginning like a lot, posting clips and shit onto Reddit. I just don't know where to post the shit. Like I don't know how to
Yeah,
navigate that
no,
site.
same, man.
I'm like such a Reddit noob. I'm trying to get one of my mods to make me a subreddit because I'll never have the karma. I'm always in negative.
I actually think I do have a subreddit, but there's absolutely nothing there. So like I don't think anyone has a reason to join it at the moment. But once we start putting shit there, I'm gonna.
Well, that's
It's like
why
it's really a big project, honestly.
I haven't bothered with this as much because I'm trying to concentrate more on Discord, right? Like I feel like you need to have like a fully booming like Discord before you're worrying about subreddit and shit like
Well,
that.
Discord is easily like the new age LinkedIn. Like
Yeah,
LinkedIn is still really good if you want to be more professional with this stuff. Which I, both of us seem we're pretty professional. Chat, are we pretty professional? Are we professional? Are we?
chat
Are
knows
we?
that I'm the most professional motherfucking talk show host in the game. Jimmy Fallon, who megalol. Get out of here.
Jimmy Nape Sapien. But
but
yeah, no, Discord is definitely a new age LinkedIn, and it's even better than LinkedIn because you don't even need to be like doing like official things like blah blah blah. You could just be like posting memes, and it's still like
yeah,
it still builds a community.
Pretty says Wolf is always late. If you're always late, then that means that like if you're always here at a certain time, then I'm actually on time.
That's true.
So suck it. No. Like I said, man, honestly, it's been great chat. Does anybody last chance? Does anybody have a last question for Guy before we let him go? Because you got your own thing coming on here.
Yeah,
Wing
I gotta
Zero.
eat before that too.
What's
But
that?
what's up?
What did you say? You're late for that now?
Oh no, I have to eat. I have to
Oh
eat.
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Got
Well,
something in my bag. But let's see what we have. Would you rather eat ribs or pulled pork? Booze, you already know this answer, dog. I asked this to 80 mil Nacus for you. I already asked, so you already fucked it out.
what
Booze is one of my mods. He's super great.
what's the answer for you?
I said pulled pork.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, pulled pork is great.
Yeah.
You ever eat pussy from the back?
Well, Joe, come on. Only your sisters. Anyways,
Yeah, it's on my to-do list. But yeah, anyways.
See, they joke good. I tell them only your sisters, and he gives us a nice little W. I like that, or the little whatever. But
Yeah, no, yeah, I think it's a little W.
yeah, I know that's the other thing coming into Twitch in trying to learn all the emote memes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's a task. That's a task. But now I'm getting like I actually do watch a lot of the top guys sometimes too, like XQC and shit. So I'm getting to the point where I'm saying like Pog and shit like a lot. And sometimes sometimes I'm like cringing at it, and sometimes I'm like whatever, man, fuck it. I'm getting progressive, guys.
Yeah, I got some pretty good emotes personally. Those purple eyes you see, I made. Those are my that's my tier 1.
I like that one because it's people like know, right? They do. You should make one of your face with the Matrix thing, like do or something like that, like something with your skin with the Matrix. I think that could be a good one. That could be like your serious. You know how everyone has like the W, like Soda W or Squad W and stuff like that. You could do the Guy W or whatever, but it's like with your Matrix skin on.
That's actually not a bad idea. Yeah, no, I literally made this that data skin today, so I like it a lot. I got to do some adjusting for the picture wise, like how big and all over it is, but overall, I think it ended up really cool. Like,
oh yeah, it was really good. Yeah, I would say like the arms and head and everything was good. Just the chest, you might have to like space out a little more or whatever. But
yeah, no, I could just like. I have 2 layers of it on right now, so I could probably add a third and just adjust it, move it around. That's great. Green. No, this is chameleonitis. This is chameleonitis. So basically, I got infected off-world by the chameleon, and I shed all the time, man. I constantly.
Yeah,
shed.
Look at that, chat.
So like, it's
layered.
It's a problem. It's not really a problem. I'm all super shiny and stuff, but if I start to hear it, nah, it's cool. I look pretty.
Joe, it's something you could almost relate to. He got really, really hammered and accidentally fell into another dimensional portal.
Yeah.
How long you got left? Actually, we're going to end it pretty much right there unless anybody's got a last question, because we're actually in overtime, which is fine because the conversation's been great. I appreciate
Yeah, no, I'm done. I still got time.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But anybody got any last questions? Boom, 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 boom. All right. Well, unless they come up with something here for a minute, I'm just gonna go right now and say thank you so much, Guy. Honestly, it's been great because, like I said, I usually don't keep people this long just because I don't know. Like I myself like long podcasts. Some people like them short. Some people I'm still kind of playing with it, looking at the numbers, seeing how it's going. To be honest, actually, on this channel, our longer ones have been doing the best. So
yeah.
But that's the whole thing too with getting a good guest where it can flow into that overtime, and that's why I feel like I've been pretty fortunate with most of the people I picked, so honestly, it's been great. It's been a pleasure. I feel like we could keep going on for a couple more hours, but I think we should maybe save it for a part 2. And yeah, man, honestly, if you've got actually, I do have before, like, so you can do this as like a shout out and kind of quick topic of, you got any big things coming up here in the future that you want to give us a sneak peek on or shout out and tell people to get ready for? And yeah, just anything you want to shout out, and I'm going to spam your links in the chat.
So after this stream, I'll start
follow
my
him,
stream
chat,
in like 30 minutes at 9 p.m. EST. And then at 10 p.m. EST, I will be streaming with Wing02. He's gonna come on my channel. We're gonna do some bits. I have a new bit that I'm testing out with him called Impressions, where it's similar to the Great Debate or similar to the Draw List, where there'll be a timer and we check us as an impression. So I'm very excited to do that. Very excited to do that. I have not told my mods about this, so I know some of my mods are in this chat right now, so it's gonna be really great. And then Monday, 10 p.m. I start 9 p.m. EST, but I like to have an hour before I bring a guest on.
Yeah.
On Monday at 10 p.m. EST, I'm gonna have Christy's Got Jokes on as well, which is a really, really fun time. It's gonna be a really fun time and doing very similar shit. So
thanks again so much for joining us, guys. I'm gonna spam his links in the chat one more time for anybody that missed it, and I'll also once we hop out of the call, I'll post them in the general. Or no, I'll post them in the streamers channel. There's a channel in my Discord called Streamers, and if you go in there, I'll post all of his links. So make sure you go follow him on the Twitter, especially Twitter, guys. Twitter is, especially for us guys, like, we're just getting into this. Twitter's hard. Go follow us and like and retweet everything, or you're banned from my chat.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
No worries, brother. Especially the Twitters. All right, guys, and especially his Twitch too. You got to go see. If you like that game we played, that little game, that's this. That's most of this guy's content. Not just that game, like all sorts of cool shit like that. It's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, no, I love where Pretty's brain is. So I hope to see her again.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, I appreciate having you, and I can't wait to do it again, man.